I put it all together and oh my goodness, I felt amazing in that outfit. Hi all and welcome back here on my channel. Today I'm very excited to share something with you. This is a new luxury purchase that I have and I'm very excited because I've been scouring the internet trying to find pre-loved goodies here in the UK. Now we have a tax that is quite hefty when you are buying from outside of the UK, so it's very handy to sort of keep the pre-loved within the own country to avoid any tax and just to recycle as well. I found a few different websites. One very popular, well-known one which you might know is Vestiaire Collective, and Vestiaire Collective is really great because they have their own authentication process, so you can shop from anywhere around the world and get it delivered to you, of course with taxes if it's from another country, but also they have a kind of like a warehouse in France, and this has an authentication team, so it goes through several different people as an authentication process and then they deliver it to you if it is successful. So I have been looking on there, but I also found a few different places around London. So there's one in Chelsea and that is Designer Exchange. There's a few of them around the UK and they hold many different designer pre-loved items. So bags, clothing, jewelry, everything that you can think of. And this is actually quite great. It is a bit hard to find what you're looking for, especially if you have something in mind. But if you're kind of open to just like finding something new that might fit into your wardrobe, then it's fantastic for that. There's another one called Luxury Promise, which is near Bond Street in London. So this is a very central location. It's very trendy, the store, very bright, and I find that they house lots of Chanel and Hermes. So what people are most sorting after. However, the prices are sometimes a little bit unreasonable, but if you are trying to find something and you want it there and then that is the place to go. I was also looking on the internet and I found this website called Bella Ling. Now she is a luxury reseller in London. She's been doing it for many years and she just houses very small, like a very small closet of things that she's selling. So she's got her own website and I had a look and researched a little bit and I came across this bag that I was like, oh my goodness, the price for this is really good. And this bag is kind of the color of the trend of the season. So I thought about it for a few days and I had a look at other websites to see what prices they were going for a bag of this style, and then I just bit the bullet and I bought the bag. This is not a very usual color for me in my wardrobe, but I'm going to show you how I made it work. So I picked this bag up a few weeks ago. I think it was actually a month, and I did not want to film it. I was not in the mood to film, so I just opened it up and I've been wearing it so much, and that's the beauty about finding something that is so unexpected but it actually works into your wardrobe and pushes you out of your comfort zone as well. So here's the box that it came in. So obviously I've already unboxed it, but I'm just going to unbox it for you as I did keep the packaging. It will be going straight into the bin after this video. So when you open, there is a little bit of a note in here which just says, Bella Ling Pre-Loved Luxury Fashion. We buy, sell and consign designer brands, clothes and accessories. So you can actually visit the retail store, but I think it's a little bit far from me. It's in Winchester, so it's a little bit of a drive. Also, oh, I just realized, enjoy £10 discount when you write a Google review or buy your second item or refer a friend. So that's actually quite good to know. Inside we have all this shoestring here, and then we've got the dust bag. The dust bag is a kind of a thin material, so this is what Dior used to have before the current dust bags that they've got now with the gold lettering. I do prefer the new dust bags. However, the material on this is very soft. It's almost like see-through, but it feels like wool or something. That's how soft it is. So as we open her up, ta-da! I got the fuchsia mini Lady Dior to add to my collection and I'm so thrilled about it. So let's get into this bag. A couple of facts straight off the bat. This bag was made in 2013, so she is quite an old pre-loved bag. However, when I looked at the photos online in detail, it had immaculate condition, and I thought because it is such a bright color, there's no transfer on the back, so you can't see any, jean material kind of stained on there. And another thing that I noticed was the hardware was even probably in better condition than my medium Lady Dior that I bought, and I've noticed that it's scratched a lot. So a few things about this bag. When they made the mini Lady Diors, they actually made the flaps in there for all of them. So I don't think any of the mini Lady Diors house a zipper. However, if you were to buy the same bag in a different size, so like a medium or a large, then I think that they all had the zips for 2013. So because I am a fan of the flap, I do think that it is quite nice to have consistency throughout the handbag. This color, let's get into this color. Today I've worn something pink with this, and I think that this goes so well together. It's very feminine and girly, and for the days that you want to just have something popping out of your very neutral outfit, so say like a neutral light pinks, I find that this is so good to wear with it because it really just like makes you stand out and people will notice the bag. The colour of this bag specifically is fuchsia, so it is a combination of a very hot pink, but it's got some warm undertones in there as well. So it's not too cool tone. It is quite warm tone when you have a look at it up close. And the hardware on this one is, I think, light gold. I don't think it is gold. It is definitely light gold. However, it is quite different to my other Lady Dior's as it is a little bit more rich. When we open the bag, they've included the strap. This one is the same color as the bag and it is fully leather. So that's really cool to kind of have as a different accessory. Wear it over your outfit. You can really see how adds a little bit more of a pop as well because you don't have the gold chain. The mini Lady Dior is, in my opinion, a bag that you take as an accessory and not so much a practical bag. I will not say it's practical because it is a little bit cumbersome getting in and out, and how much you can fit in really depends on what you're doing for that day. So, you just carry your essentials. It is just a pop to your outfit. So now I'm going to get into the condition of this bag that I got it in, and I'm also going to compare it with my other Lady Dior that I bought in Paris. So when we look at this bag, you can see that on the corners there is a little bit of wear. So I have some wear here on the corners, and then inside when you open the handles, there's also some corner wear there as well. When you look at the back, there's some corner wear here as well. Underneath the bag looks pretty good. There's not a lot of corner wear there. And as I said, the hardware is in fabulous condition as well. I'm quite pleased with just the condition of this bag. It was actually selling for significantly cheaper than other websites and what you would get online. Obviously this bag is from 2013, so we can't expect it to still be retailing on the Dior website. However, the Dior website at the moment is showcasing the Spring Summer 2022 collection, and they have a bag that is so similar in color. It's called Bright Pink. I don't think they have it in the mini, but they have it in the small size, and the color is so similar, and when I saw it I was quite attracted to it. However, the hardware is kind of like a metallic oil spill multicolor. Yeah, obviously the bag is only available in the small size. So when I saw that and the price of what it is brand new on the website, and there are so many people getting rid of their Lady Dior bags in this color, I don't know why. I find it so beautiful, and I think that since I've had this bag, I've been able to style it so much. Obviously it's very feminine, but you don't have to always wear such a feminine outfit with this bag. You can really kind of change it up. When you start to color block, it really does bring the beauty out of this bag. So I wore it with some green trousers and this blazer that I got from Adidas a few months ago, and I hadn't worn it yet, and I put it all together and oh my goodness, I felt amazing in that outfit. I just felt very empowered. Obviously the structure and the pops of color just made me feel really stylish and bold. And when you catch this bag in the sunlight, the color does change. It becomes more warm tone in the sun, and you can see that it's just so much vibrance to the outfit. The reason I went with Bella Ling instead of a very renowned website like Vestiaire Collective, one, I couldn't find this bag in this color. I wouldn't get a bigger size of this bag because I find that the pop of color works best with a smaller bag to accessorize. So I found lots of them in medium and in large, and I just thought it was just too overwhelming, and I prefer to have the smaller the bag, the darker, the brighter the color. I got this for £1,600, which I think is really good for a bag in this condition, and for the style of it being a mini with the flap, very easy to use in comparison to what they were selling for on Vestiaire. If you did want a mini bag like this size in similar colors, they would be a little bit more expensive. Plus you had to find inside the UK, because if you do buy outside of the UK, the tax for a bag of this price is about £500 to £400. So it's not really worth it unless you love the bag and the seller is selling it to you for very cheap. Then that's more worth it. Now that we've kind of talked a little bit about this bag, what I'm going to do now is compare it to my other mini Lady Dior. Here is my other mini Lady Dior. This is in the color Pearl Lotus, which I picked up in France. If you haven't seen that video, it is quite a beautiful experience for me. You can look that up here. And this bag is definitely one of my favorites. I just have such good memory associated to purchasing this one. And I find that, you know, the amount of use that I've used this, mainly special occasions, but I'm not afraid to take this bag out on a day. I find that it is just more noticed when you take it out on a day, and you really can enjoy yourself depending on, how you're feeling, your mood. This is the ultra feminine piece in my wardrobe. This one is coming quite close to that because the color is just so pretty. You can see that both of these bags are such a good size, very easy to accessorize with. Some things that I have noticed about the bags and the differences, there's a little bit more wear on this one, so it has started to warp on the sides, so you can see that the sides are a little bit more out of shape. Obviously the quilting is still the same, it's still puffy. The handles are a lot more worn on this one. However, you can't really notice it unless you pick up the bag and just kind of look at the wear and tear. So that's the beauty about a color like this. If I had the same amount of wear on a color like this, I probably wouldn't have bought it. Maybe for $1,600, that's quite a good deal, but it is a lot more noticeable, the wear on this color, whereas because this is so bright, the darker wear, when it starts to go a bit darker, is not as noticeable. So that's the beauty about buying a bag in a brighter color. I'm not sure if this will pick up on camera, but the hardware is so much golder on this one, and I think that they did change it over the years. It is a lot more pale and consistent on this one. There is some wearing spots here that have made it a little bit more brassier. However, I don't mind that. I do like to have a bit of variation. If this was the same color gold hardware as this one, I probably wouldn't like this one. I find that the champagne on this really is what makes me love this bag. So here are my two Lady Dior bags I'm so happy to have. I'm going to show you now what it looks like to wear the chain Lady Dior strap on this bag. So first of all, we'll take off this one. They look quite good together. You can't really tell that the gold is more gold. To be honest, it's so similar. They only changed it slightly. So for a bag from 2013, this is pretty good. So with the strap, as you can see, it's a lot more neutral. So you've just got the pop of color as the bag, but the strap is going to be just gold and very neutral. So I quite like it with this strap, but then also it really depends on the outfit that I'm wearing, because I find that the bright strap looks really fantastic. I would only use this if, you know, maybe I wanted something a little bit more elegant. Of course, it's got the pearl lotus leather piece there, but that's really not noticeable. Yeah, so if you're going out on an evening with a black dress, I'd probably switch it up to this just to keep it a little bit more elegant. There is this beauty from Bella Ling in London. I will leave the website attached for you to have a look at some of her stuff. I found that the delivery was so prompt. I literally ordered it and then I think it was 2 days after I got the bag. I wasn't expecting it. I was so busy as well, and I was just like, oh my gosh, it's already in the mail. Like, yes, let's put this to the use. So yeah, obviously, you know, with a bag like this, if it's not really something that you think that you can incorporate in your wardrobe, I wouldn't just go for a bag that is a little bit cheaper. You have to really know whether or not it's something that you'll get use out of, because having them sit in your wardrobe is kind of redundant. It's just enjoying your bags is so much better. So tell me what you thought about this video and this type of bag. I've really enjoyed some of the recent purchases that I've made. As you know, the Dior Caro bag gets so much use, and I'm constantly posting it on my Instagram because I just love it so much. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I will see you in the next one.